So my review of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania got me thinking, where would I put that if I were to rank the movies that Marvel has put out since Endgame? So here's my ranking. I thought I would just go ahead and do it. Now, before we get into this, not a single one of these movies has done better than 7 out of 10 for me. So, the mileage here may vary for you depending on what you like or don't like about these movies. Here's my ranking. Thor: Love and Thunder is a disaster of a film. It takes what is a great dramatic story from the comics and Jane Foster and turns it into a really bad slapstick comedy. It goes for the jokes and literally crushes the drama. It anthropomorphizes a hammer, for God's sake. Pat. I like Chloe Zhao. I like Nomadland a lot, if I can speak. But her different ideas didn't translate from idea to page to screen somehow. And it makes me sad because I love Salma Hayek and I love that they chose an independent director. But Marvel's thumb is just way too heavy. It just didn't work. This movie came way too late. Black Widow should have been made a long time ago. And when they finally did put this movie out, the script felt rushed. She was overpowered and it made no sense. And again, we had some silly jokes that just didn't really work. The family dynamic could have been cool because the cast was great. It just didn't work. With Shang-Chi, we were promised a kung fu movie. Instead, we got a cartoon. It was basically an animated film at the end. And the jokes here don't work. They go for some really bad stuff in the middle that's just dumb. And also, why does every human character have to become a superhero by the end of it? Awkwafina did not need to develop any powers. Sorry. This one might be controversial in its placement, but I found this movie to be boring. It's, I understand we lost someone and it's terrible and we needed to celebrate him, and I'm glad that they did. But it was so overbearing on the story that the actual story gets crushed and it just doesn't work. The social commentary is not clear. It doesn't work. It's either not clear or sometimes pounded into your head. It's not consistent. That's really the word for it. This is only here because I like the villain. I like Michelle Pfeiffer. They did, franchise best performances here. It's a shame the rest of the movie's not good. This movie actually is a lot of fun in places, but it's all nostalgia and no story. I wish we had a more compelling story outside of the, ooh, look who that is, and look who that is, and look who that is. That's what pop culture cinema has become, is cameos and Easter eggs more than actually groundbreaking storytelling. The story here is utterly forgettable. Again, we have another situation where people who don't need powers kind of get them. It just, this one is overrated. The Sam Raimi parts of this one are really good and fun, but the rest of the movie just isn't good. It could have been great if they'd left him alone, but we had to have that Marvel thumb down on this again, and it ruined 30% of the movie. So I still like it for the Sam Raimi parts, though. There's my ranking.